Dude, they just loaded up on booters. Single malt's not my thing, but let me have it anyway.
That's something you don't really see every day right there.
I was trying to keep the budget down, but if I find local stuff, I feel like I have to.
That can go toe-to-toe, head-to-head with anything in the nation.
That's the old school bottle there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's a pandemic bottle.
Gone way over what I thought the budget for this would be. Another Friday, another bourbon hunt. Today, I'm in a rain-soaked Minneapolis, Minnesota. Been to Minnesota once, hunted Minnesota as we passed through. So technically been to Minneapolis once, never bourbon hunted here, but we're about to rectify that today. We're going to take it up a notch, go to as many stores as we could possibly find. We're trying to make sure we hit even more stores every time we're in a city, so I'm gonna be bourbon hunting all freaking day. These normally take all day to shoot anyway. We gotta double up on that. We'll probably be rolling on into the night tonight. We're not gonna let the rain hold us up. I actually kind of dig this, right? Like the Rooster Run probably just ended for y'all a week or so ago when this video's coming out. It was 103 degrees in Texas. I'll take a nice, cool 70-something degree day here in Minneapolis, even if it means a little bit of rain. So let's get to bourbon hunting. And this is Ace Spirits Cognacs. Got some Nashville Barrel Company all the way up here. Of course, they've got some fancy cases at the top. Stags.
I got in here, you know, the power was off, everything was down, or the light was over. It rains, you know. I know.
Those have been pretty solid. I just write the price right on there. Very interesting store, very curated, neat, organized. All right, so we got some Willets. Those are 4 years right there. Oh, Mayor Pingree. We've got that bottle at home, though. I don't know a ton about these Rossville units. I think that's Jim Beam Rye. We did buy a bottle of that recently, just haven't tried it yet. There's some J. Henry up there, 5-year J. Henry. Of course, Clyde Maine's well represented here.
I can tell you about our barrel program.
Yeah, tell me about like whiskey in general. Like this is the first time we've hunted in this area. And so we're always like, our goal is to document what the scene's like in a particular place. And so.
Well, we're kind of known for our barrel picks. The proprietor of the shop, Luke Castle, is a real bourbon aficionado, and he's got quite the palate. He likes rye a lot. You'll see a lot of rye picks in here as well. He's not afraid.
Yep.
We've also got a lot of tequila picks. As you can see, we got a lot of high-end tequila. And if you turn around over here, we got a lot of tequila over here.
Okay.
It's pretty fantastic stuff. We love our tequila. Like right now, we just got the Rittenhouse in, and then what else is new? The Corazon is new.
That's one of those Buffalo Trace barrel Corazones.
Yep. Okay. We've got, 1792.
Okay.
Yeah, it was matured in 1792 casks. And then we got a Hirsch barrel coming in, which, Willet.
Oh, those are really good. I just got one. Oh, I wished you had that.
We got Russell's Reserve coming in. We've got some funky kind of Knob Creek, not the average one, but there's something new.
Okay.
So.
Well, they're doing them cask strength now, as opposed to 120.
There's something else that makes
Something
it unique.
weird. Okay.
That's the next three. There's
Gotcha.
a list. Like Luke knows. He kind of brings them in as he does. It's whatever gets to the distributor, and whichever distributor decides to get it to us.
Yeah. Well, this is a very unique store, much more curated, organized. And so, or am I expecting to see a lot of that here in this area, or is this store just unique in that regard?
There's a few stores around town that are pretty awesome, like South Lyndale, France 44, 1010 Washington. There's a lot of stores that are a cut above the rest,
Okay.
And they take pride in their barrels. And
A lot of bourbon aficionados in the area, a lot of bourbon clubs and things.
yeah, we've got our own Bourbon Explorers Club where you pay a certain amount every quarter. You get 3 bottles and a nice write-up of each bottle.
Anything local, like obviously I'm from Alabama, we get to Kentucky a lot, so a lot of this Kentucky stuff, we've just got all of that we could possibly want. Anything a little more regional or local you think we should be looking for? Any hidden gems?
Oh, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Some of the best. We have 2 of the best whiskeys made in Minnesota. As far as I'm concerned, there's only 3 places that make good whiskey. One makes the best single malt. Yeah, okay. The best. To be technical.
I know what you're saying though.
This is probably the best bourbon.
Okay, J. Carver?
Probably the 7-year. That
7-year
bottle.
J. Carver right there.
That is fantastic.
Okay.
That can go toe to toe, head to head with anything in the nation.
Distilled and bottled by them.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I will most definitely
They
take
took
that
their
bottle.
time. I think a lot of people's problems is they want to get their stuff out to market and they just don't let it.
Yeah.
They don't let it mature and they don't get their process down.
Well, it's hard to hold one for 7 years if you need to make a living. You need to keep the lights on,
I
right?
get it.
It's like, hey, we may not be in business 7 years from now.
Something very unique to this state and very unique to America actually is this right here.
Keeper's Heart, yeah, we've got some of that. That's not. I'm not an Irish whiskey fan. It's actually, that's actually pretty good. It's an Irish American light whiskey blend.
Yeah, it's American rye and Irish whiskey. But they also do Irish and bourbon, which is kind of the one that I like.
Okay.
The Irish and bourbon has a nice little,
I'm gonna have to go back to that because I'm starting to open up a little bit more to some Irish whiskeys than I have in the past.
And that is
I do have a bottle of that.
The former master distiller from Middleton is who's doing their thing. They're not messing around.
I'll have to go back to that and try it at some point.
Carver, Lost Woods. These guys are pretty great too.
Okay, that's also local.
Yep. This is single malt though.
Yeah, that's not gonna be my jam. What's the other one? Is that just a higher proof single
The
malt
other
from
one's
them?
Brother Justice single malt. So again, these guys are from Wisconsin.
Okay, the Border Bourbon.
Yep, we do stuff with them. We do tastings with them.
Is it also something they distilled?
Yes.
Distilled and bottled by.
The owner's supposed to stop in here this morning.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll stop in while you're here.
You have any idea how old this Border Bourbon is?
I want to say 5.
5's pretty good. I don't know what 5 looks like aged here. Kind of see the color on that. A little light as opposed to this 7-year, which is still kind of light for a 7-year. And most of this Kentucky stuff we see pretty regularly.
I'm a big fan of these guys right here.
Oh, Bowman, yeah. Especially if you can find the cask strength that just came out. It's so good.
It's so solid, and the price point is just, it's right,
Oh yeah, but that's Sazerac for you.
This is one of my faves right here too.
The Bardstown Wheated? Yeah, those are really good.
Like that a lot.
Do y'all get the Green River wheated up?
Yep, we usually have the Green River next to the Bardstown, but it sells out very quickly. Yep. I'm very happy to see this come back. This was not around for a while.
Well, I don't think they're making as much of it right now, so it's a little harder to get.
They make. That's just my opinion.
I do like the rare breed too, but that Kentucky Spirit's really solid.
I got to throw a cube in the rare breed. The turkey I can actually do neat, but
Okay.
the rare breed's a little. I'm a wuss though. Yeah, we got our cigars too as well.
Okay. Now with this type of store, is this a higher end area or?
We're on the border of say, I don't know, middle class, upper middle class, and then you go to towards Minnetonka and Lake Minnetonka, then it just, closer you get to the lake, the more affluent it becomes.
Okay.
Lake Minnetonka, it's where celebrities, athletes, CEOs, they live on the lake.
Gotcha. Because it's just very much like a wine store vibe, more so than a bourbon.
It's boutique-y.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll take these two off your hands right here for sure. Is that not the same bottle that's the 18-year Calumet right there? I don't know what's in it. Now, how do y'all typically handle allocated stuff, or do you see a lot of allocated stuff?
We used to see more than we see now. When we buy barrels, we get allocated stuff.
Yeah.
you know how it works.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a little pay for play, right?
Hey, that's the way the world goes.
Yeah.
When we get it, we usually sell it through a raffle process.
Okay.
Usually about once a month. We try to make it the third Thursday through that Sunday, but if it's really good bottles, we'll stretch it to the next Sunday.
Yeah.
Typically, you walk in, no matter what, you get a free ticket every day.
Right.
If you walk in the store, but that's the only way you can play is to walk in the brick and mortar store.
During that window. So it's
window.
not like something that accumulates over time.
Nope.
It's like, here's the bottles we have. You've got a window to be here.
Right.
Okay.
So that's how that goes. But also, if you look right here, you get points every time you shop here. And you can use those points to unlock the right to buy allocated bottles.
Okay.
We'll put those right up there, and we'll put a point amount on them. And then, you use your points to unlock the right to buy them.
Okay.
And that's just random. That's
I mean, it's random, but it's at least fair, I guess,
it's-
right? Everybody has a similar chance.
Well, it's for the locals. It's
Right.
for the people that come all the time. Anybody can get stuff through the internet, but got to keep the brick and mortar.
Definitely want to support the locals.
What was your name?
TJ.
TJ. I'm Jimmy.
Nice to meet you, Jimmy. So if you didn't notice, we're doing something a little bit different with this hunt. Obviously, we've aired a couple of hunts after the rooster run, but we filmed those before, so hope that didn't spoil it for you. But this is the first hunt we filmed after the rooster run. What we want to do is go to more stores in a town. We got a little test we're doing trying to see if we can sustain this, because honestly, I can't sustain the level of travel we've been doing. So can we go bigger in a town, film more places, maybe get 2 videos out of a city, which requires half as much travel? Maybe we can do that. We got to cut the budget a little bit. We went too hard there, but we did find some local stuff. We are going to try to be a little more mindful of what these costs. And 3, I think with this hunt, I'm just going to leave the allocated stuff. I want to find the allocated stuff. I want to show it to you. I want to show you what could be bought, but I'm going to leave them there. Don't get me wrong. If we go find a Van Winkle at MSRP, I'm buying it. Like super exclusive stuff, we're going to grab it if we find a reasonable price on it. Or if it's something I don't have at home that I can share with people, we'll probably grab that as well, because I am super excited about having folks over and them being able to drink those types of bottles. But I don't drink them. I've never sat down and have any of the allocated stuff. That's usually only for companies. We're going to be more mindful of that, and we'll see how these hunts go. But let's keep bourbon hunting. And now, Lindale Liquors and Market. Single barrel proof. OESF 9 years, 9 months. All the rye in the world right here. Some Michter's. Dude, they just loaded up on bookers. 24, 24, 24, 25, 25. So basically, each of the last 6 releases. When's the last time you saw that just sitting on a shelf? Kentucky Owl Batch 11. The Paul Sutton getting some distribution. Love those. Old Forester single barrel proof single barrel. What's this? Dan Camp's Syndicate pick. So there's a Cash Strength Knob Creek single barrel right there. So these used to be 120 proof, and now they're whatever barrel proof is. This particular one, 125 proof. Now, I remember back in the day, you used to be able to go in the store and this thing was marked up because it was allocated and hard to get. And you could get these sometimes at like 13, 14 years old for cheaper than you could get the 12. Those, I guess, were the good old days, right? I still have one of those open. Man, I'm gonna start bringing my freaking glasses. That one's almost 10 years old. RD1s. Got quite a bit of that. Again, I always check if these are toasted barrels, even though we've gotten some toasted barrels. So, I don't know if I'd buy them, but of course this is the A24 batch right there still sitting around. Man, that's been around for a year. Are y'all not buying the Elijah Craig cash strengths anymore? Is that not a thing? Which was the one that had the date code thing? I don't even remember. Don't even know. All right, we do have some Kings County stuff right here. Blended bourbon whiskey, 43% by volume. I've had some of this Kings County. I have some of it at the house. Very high malt impact. The more I go back to it, the more I'm starting to like it. But is there one in particular from them I should be buying? Because I'm trying to be conservative of the budget. Of course, more of this J. Carver. The 7's what we just bought. Oh, they've got a wheat whiskey too. Straight bourbon that's not sitting straight. I may regret not buying that one. Some dark art stuff up there. These are Minnesota State selections here, number 3. So a different one than we saw down there. It says Minnesota whiskey up there. So I assume our local stuff mixed in with some other stuff, obviously. So it's what, a 7-year-old wheated bourbon. Like, look at the color of that for 7 years old, man. Bourbon's just not aging in this climate, is it? Distilled and bottled by them, though. Wow. It still amazes me how many places we can go and find distilleries that are distilling their own stuff that have 17-year-old product in the market that I've never heard of. Like, it just amazes me. So I think we have to be mindful of the budget. But again, this is 7-year-old for dirt cheap. We'll grab that one for sure. Crooked Water double-barreled straight bourbon whiskey. Heirloom red corn bug dancer. Certified organic. Y'all let me know. Are y'all really into certified organic whiskey? Is that something you're looking for? Is that the thing that puts you over the limit? You're like, I wasn't sure about this one, but it said certified organic, so I ended up grabbing it. Produced by them. Oh no, it says produced at our, Lord, I'm about to bring my glasses on it. The store's a little darker than it looks in this video, but that's no excuse. My eyes are just getting bad. Produced at our geothermal powered facility. So apparently it's organic and it's geothermal, bottled and distilled by Driftless Pure LLC and La Crosse Distilling Co. Trying to keep the budget down. That's got a good color to it. That's probably the best color we've seen on one of these. Don't see an age statement on it though. Distilled 2017. Gee, this gonna get it. I was trying to keep the budget down. In general, we're gonna try to keep the budget down. But if I find local stuff, I feel like I have to. If I find local distillery stuff from a distillery I've never had, like that's what I'm most excited about. So I'll blow the budget for that. So 1,000 Drops Craft Distillery right there. I think these are produced by the ones I glanced at. Single malt, don't want that. They made that easy. Of course, I have a lot of stuff from Tattersall. Now, if I see something particularly old, like that's 3 years, I wouldn't mind something older from them, but I don't know. If I messed up on one of these, let me know. Rock Filter Distillery. All kind of low-proof stuff. Cantilevered. Minnesota's finest. Beautiful bottle. This does say produced and bottled, so it doesn't say distilled. Really nice bottle shape. Beautiful label. Y'all tell me if that's good. Up there on the top, I think that's a Michter's Toasted Barrel. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Talking to that gentleman at the register there, like sometimes we fall in love with things that we don't really understand why. That aspect of bourbon is my favorite thing. That's what got me into bourbon. Is I've spent most of my life just kind of isolated, right? I work in an industry where there's nobody else really doing it, or at least for a long time there was nobody else doing it where I was. So, you know, work-wise, I was isolated, just, you know, head down, trying to provide for a family since the day I turned 18 years old. You know, bourbon has brought me a lot of friends, a lot of camaraderie. It transcends most socioeconomic boundaries, right? You know, no matter your age, no matter your background, no matter your finances, you can find something about bourbon that you love and you can share that with other people, because great bourbon is everywhere. It's made everywhere. It's not necessarily super expensive. So sure, there's elite things, and absolutely you should want to try those elite things, but don't think that's all there is to bourbon, because you can have a good time, meet a lot of great friends just trying small brand craft stuff. And I suggest maybe you try that. If you're a little disenfranchised, as I know a lot of folks are with allocated whiskey and how hard it is to get, you know, just wanting to try the latest and greatest thing and you never can get your hands on it. How about trying some craft whiskey? Like everybody, you know, get a group of folks together that have a similar interest, start having bottle shares, but nobody can bring anything allocated. Don't bring anything allocated, don't bring anything from a legacy producer. Have a little bottle share of all small producer stuff, because there's a lot of fun, weird, unique things out there. Now there's some not so good stuff out there, but you got to get through all of the bottles to find out which ones those are. I guarantee you're going to find some things in craft whiskey that you love. Get off my soapbox. Let's get back to bourbon hunting. This is France 44 Wine and Spirits. A little 4-year Willer right there. Kind of similar to what we've seen other places. 7-year, 2-month Bakers. Five-year-old J. Henry. All right, so this is supposedly their Minnesota whiskey, which we bought a border. I don't know what some of these are. Single varietal straight bourbon whiskey, 5 years old. Well, so it's a single varietal of corn. That's what it says back here. What's that versus these? 8. Is that 8 years old? Is that number 8? Is that still number 8? Is that old number 8? Like, I don't know. This one has a signal where the 8th is. This is their rye. Camaraderie is a luxury we can all afford. Well, that fits right into what I was saying a minute ago. 94 proof. This one's 100 proof bonded. I think I'm gonna lean toward this one. Got some barrel picks in a case over here. Little 1792 bonded. Elijah Craig private barrel. Guys, it smells fantastic in here. Like it's like a cheese shop next door. My God, it smells good. Had this Woodinville 8-year. I liked it. Okay, this Hirsch cask strength cognac cask. I don't know, but these Hirsch single barrels, somebody gave me one. The one I had is Willet, and it's delicious. I don't know about that one though, and I don't want to pay $200 for a bottle. Some fancy things y'all might be interested in. Some more whiskey over here. Oh, here's some old fashions. I bought this one, I haven't tried it yet. Hey, how's it going? You ever had this bottle right here? You know anything about it? I'm trying to buy some local stuff while I'm here.
Yeah, kind of short-staffed. I'm gonna see who we have that knows them much more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take it either way. It's not a big deal. Just curious if anybody knew anything about it.
Where do you live then?
Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Just a hop, skip, and jump down the road.
You try to go to different states and check out their local stuff?
Yeah, it's pretty much all we do at this point.
Yeah, I don't think we're a lot more than 10 years since we made it legal to, so they haven't had a long time to age things yet.
Well, that's why I've been surprised at how many distilleries I've found already. This is like we've only been a handful of stores, and we've already found at least a case, all from different places, all 4 to 7 years old.
Brother Justice is another one. Have you heard of that?
I don't know.
That one seems pretty popular. Hey, Troy, can you show them some Brother Justice, too? That's one I thought of.
You know these guys?
I don't know anything about these guys. What do you know about them?
So these guys are the first bee-safe distillery in the United States.
Okay.
So they're in northern Minnesota. Halleck, I think, is the area. And they only use heritage products. So
like
heirloom stuff.
Okay.
And I believe they're 100% all their own product. That I don't quote me on it, but they're known for their ryes. And their ryes are absolutely incredible. So just phenomenal finesse to them. You get that spicy note, which I really, really like. So they're not certified organic, but being bee safe,
Right.
pretty much assures you you're doing some pretty clean product. So I like these guys a lot. Are you looking for more Minnesota stuff?
Yeah, we kind of glanced at that, but I'll head back over there.
Are you up for sampling something?
Sure.
Come on. So I wish I knew more about it, but we just selected. It's an American single malt. American single malt is now a thing. So
It's a category.
Yeah, so this is the first American single malt in Minnesota.
Single malt's not my thing, but let me have it anyway. Because some of these American single malts are very much not single malt.
Right.
Like it's that category. Like to be a single malt from Scotland,
Yes.
there's a lot of expectations.
Yep.
To be a single malt from the U.S., very little
Exactly,
expectation.
yeah.
So a lot of people
You are
doing more interesting things with
I
it.
just want to pull this up. This is just
Definitely malty.
literally released for us. Let's just see.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a single malt guy, but it's like almost raisin forward,
Yeah.
and so the raisin plays really, really well with the malt.
Yeah, so Brother Justice was founded after the name of a bootlegging monk in Minnesota. So that's kind of fun. There's a lot of investors in this product. So it's 100% pale ale malted barley, specifically fermented and selected distilled to produce the microcosm of fruit and spice. So it's from Roar Malting here in Minnesota. So I don't know if you've ever been on to Shakopee, Minnesota. It's the largest malting plant in all of the United
Well,
States.
actually, that's where I stayed, but I didn't know anything about a malting plant.
Yeah, they're huge there. So not Minnesota product, but apparently American.
Yeah, and a pretty good American single malt.
Yeah, and that guy is, I think, at 125.
Yeah.
Yeah, 125 on that one.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate the sample.
Anytime. What's been your favorite state so far outside the obvious?
I mean, outside the obvious, I assume you would think that's Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the best. I mean, if you're looking for allocated stuff, fine. But if you're looking for small producer whiskey, Kentucky's actually really, really tough because all the big legacy brands dominate the shelves, and Kentucky stores almost only carry Kentucky stuff. Kentucky, Indiana, maybe some Tennessee. Every state's different for various reasons. The first time we went through Arkansas, it was fun, but it was just That was the first, like we were kind of early in the YouTube thing. And we went through and it was all little independent stores with the owners there and just a lot of great conversations. And that's more important to me than necessarily the whiskey. So
Very cool, man.
awesome, man. Appreciate it, Troy. It's nice to meet you. Thank you.
You bet. Safe travels.
Goodness, this cheese shop is killing it over here. Just cheese. I don't know, it smells like a bakery. It smells like there's pizzas being made in there or something. Like, it's fantastic. I've been surprised so far about the types of liquor stores. They're all much more curated, organized, much bigger stores, not your commodity shops. Not a lot of allocated stuff. I mean, we had that one store that had several allocated bottles up top, really marked up the ones that you would actually want. Tons of local things, man. This is my kind of place right here, right? Where the allocated stuff's non-existent and or at least not available, and the craft stuff is everywhere. So let's keep this hunt going and see what kind of stores we're gonna run into. That's something you don't really see every day right there. Just 5 turkeys in a yard, in a neighborhood, in a city, just hanging out in somebody's grass here. Just having a good time, not afraid of anything, just living their best life, you know? Like I told you, we were gonna find some rare stuff. Well, there's some rare wild turkey right there. Good old dusty wild turkeys. You never really do know what you're gonna see on these bourbon hunts. My goodness, just turkey for days. And the next door is Blow, or Broadway Liquor Outlets. In this neighborhood, that, Joe, seriously, it works. How's it going? Hello. Just doing a little bourbon hunting. So we have a YouTube channel where we just hunt for bourbon. Y'all work here? Yep. How's the bourbon scene here?
We're a little hidden gem, okay. A lot of people say.
Well, you came highly recommended, so that's why we came by.
One thing you won't find a ton of is allocated stuff here.
Understand? Well, we look for rare products, and that could be allocated, but that could also be local.
We don't put that kind of stuff on our shelves just because we hold bourbon events. We buy anywhere from 12 to 18 private barrels a year.
Right.
So we try and bunch them in 6s and hold bourbon events where we sell ticketed events and get rid of all our allocated stuff that way.
So how does that work? You just, you do it a few times a year, you come in, you buy a ticket, and that ticket gets you a chance
Twice a year. Twice a year? We do bourbon events, ticketed events, about 125 people. 150 people, depending on how big we want to make the event. 6 private barrels. They get a chance to taste our private barrels, and then an opportunity to purchase the 40, 50 bottles of allocated stuff.
Yeah, that seems like a fair way to do it.
Yeah, but other than that,
pretty good selection
the
here.
Shelf up to the top there is all our private barrels that we have.
100 proof Old Forester. You don't see a lot of those anymore. Those seem to be, everybody always opts for the cash strength, but those 100 proofs are so good.
Oh yeah.
$54, that's gotta be a 4-year Willet there, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Looks like it, just 4 years. Fancier things up at the top here. That's the old school bottle there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what I call a pandemic bottle there.
Okay.
COVID hit and a lot of people got rid of their private barrels that they had at their places. So
yeah, so a 6-year.
The Hewing Hotel there, that one was for.
That's neat, man. I was just talking about how back in the pre-pandemic, we used to be able to go into stores, and the Knob 12 was kind of hard to come by, but you could find 14-year store picks for cheaper than the 12. And so those were the good old days, right? And that's what the bottle, I mean, obviously it's a rye, but that was the bottle shape of those back in the day. Got the 7-year-old Fitz hanging out down there.
Yeah.
What, have you tried those yet?
I have not, no. I'm not a bourbon guy.
Okay,
personally.
not a bourbon guy?
The owner is him and his buddies, so they make trips down to Kentucky.
Do your barrel picks and things?
Barrel picks together, and yeah. You'll see some of our barrel picks are collabs with like liquor barrels and stuff like that too. We're part of their buying chain. So. Okay. So you just go in, part of it goes here, part of it goes to another store kind of thing. Sometimes we'll buy our own. Sometimes they want to get in on some too. You know?
That makes sense for you, especially if you don't have the floor space to hold it all, right? Split it among several stores. Anything like particularly local that you think that you're aware of if you're not really a whiskey guy?
Local?
Yeah, I mean, we look for more stuff made here that's maybe not distributed very far that we can't find elsewhere. Because like all this is good, but Kentucky, where I'm from Alabama, we can get, you know, we're through Kentucky a lot, so it's pretty easy to find that stuff.
Local angles. You got your in-season Timberwolves bottle.
Okay.
That was exclusive for them. And then this was the playoff one that they released.
Gotcha. So single barrels that they just placard for that. Surprised to see those old Fitzes sitting down there. Those have been flying off the shelves.
Yeah, there's certain things like that I, you know, if I get an abundance of a slightly allocated product.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think they meant that to be allocated. I don't think it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a regular release thing, but it was just, it's new. So people are buying it. It's kind of like the Wild Turkey 8, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be everywhere, but it's new, so everybody's buying all of it up.
Yeah.
Long term, it'll be sitting just like it's doing right there. And it's a good bottle. It's just such a huge jump from the 7 in that bottle to the 8 in the other bottle that they do. All the Booker's crazy. That's the second store. I literally said in a previous store, when have you seen that many different releases of Booker sitting side by side at a store?
Yeah.
And here it is again. Apparently folks aren't grabbing up the Bookers like they used to.
No, I mean, when I hold my events,
They move.
Yeah.
Okay. That Wisconsin wheat,
that's a private.
that's a pick?
Yeah.
You mind, can you get that bottle down, or do you have one more accessible?
Yeah. That's another thing. Every time I hold a bourbon event, I sell quite a bit of those.
Okay.
That's what you're looking for.
That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for, yeah. I mean, it's I'm assuming a wheat whiskey it looks like, but wheat whiskeys are getting very popular. Small batch distilled straight wheat whiskey. Distilled and bottled by 45th Parallel. I think we looked at maybe this bottle. We bought something from these guys, but we didn't buy this, which is cool. Now we get to maybe grab a pick of it. Front case, always check the front case. There's some rabbit hole down there. Little small Garrison Brothers bottles. I don't know if I've ever noticed those before. We are about halfway through our journey here in Minneapolis. Haven't seen a lot of allocated bottles, but doesn't mean they're not out there. A lot of the stores, pretty much every store has some private event. They hold them for, some sort of raffle or drawing or something. So not running into a lot, which is cool because I don't really want to buy them. I would like to see them. I would like to show them to y'all. It's been kind of a no-go here. Although on the flip side, way too many local things. So we have gone way over what I thought the budget for this would be. But if I'm going to go over budget, it's going to be for local things. So that's just kind of how we are shopping. It's hard to sometimes be disciplined and not buy some of the bottles and barrel picks and things that we want because we got them or we've had them. Like there's no sense in spending money on those. We want to focus on new things. That's our goal. New things are things that we absolutely love and know are exceptional. So appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end of this one. We'll see you in the next one.